Welcome back to the Core Cars News Tech Lab. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new Roku 2019 lineup of streaming players. This was just announced today. Roku came out with all this information, and we have everything you need to know before you go and pre-order your new Roku. Now these are available for pre-order, or most of the models are, over at Roku.com. Link in the show notes down below. And they'll be available in stores with the Roku Express and Express Plus this month at Walmart, and at other stores in October for the other models. But we're going to give you a quick first look, everything you need to know, what's new, what's different, what players have been dropped, and hopefully by the end of this month we will also have review units to give you a full hands-on review. So let's dive into what's new with the 2019 Roku lineup. But first, if you're new here, do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we're doing, and hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. Well, let's start off with the Roku 2019 Roku Ultra. This is again the flagship Roku, and it's noticeably faster. So the 2019 Roku Ultra comes with an improved processor, and a new internal memory that's been expanded to allow you to install more Roku channels, but more importantly, help with something they're calling fast channel launch. So with the improved processor and the more internal memory, they say they've improved, for instance, using a live TV streaming service like Roku's YouTube TV apps or Sling TV, PlayStation View, etc. by about 30%. So you're going to be able to switch channels faster, load channels, start your Roku from scratch faster, and more compared to the 2018 Roku Ultra. This is the first time in a few years the Roku Ultra has seen a true performance improvement, and should really help dedicated cord cutters who want to make sure they're as close to live as possible get that. One of the main reasons that you get a delay from streaming versus cable is how slow your streaming player is. A slower streaming player takes longer to load the channel, which means you're farther behind. The other factor is your Wi-Fi speed. Weak, slow Wi-Fi will also mean longer buffering, a bigger delay. But Roku says that the top 100 Roku channels will see a noticeable improvement in streaming and how quick they load, how quick things start to play, which Roku wasn't very slow before. So seeing the new 2019 Roku Ultra claim a 30% jump in that should be very noticeable with that. So check it out. If you're looking for power, the Roku 2019 Ultra is going to be the one you want. And it sticks at $99.99. But maybe what will be the most exciting feature for some people is Roku has finally brought programmable buttons to the Roku Remote. So Roku for a very long time has had these quick launch buttons where you could launch Netflix, Hulu, Sling TV, and more. But many Roku owners have been wanting to be able to program that to launch whatever channel they want. Now Roku's added 2 buttons to your Roku Remote where you'll be able to program it to launch your favorite streaming service, or if you have a voice command you like to use all the time to search for a particular kind of content or make a particular action happen, you can actually program that voice command into one of these 2 buttons. That makes the Roku Ultra's remote the first one officially from Roku that will allow you to program your Roku player remote. This is very similar to the command button that came with the Roku speaker set last year, but now it's, instead of that puck-like controller, it's in the traditional Roku remote. So with all these improvements, faster processor, more memory, programmable quick buttons on the remote, Roku did not change the pricing and kept it at $99.99, undercutting both the high-end Fire TV and Apple TV with that. The other change in the lineup is the 2019 Roku Express. Now this is the same power as the 2018, but it comes in a noticeably smaller form factor, and Roku says they've cut the power requirements for it. It actually uses less power now for your Roku. So you can, they say, with most TVs, plug the Roku Express directly into the USB port on your TV to power it. Also, with it using less power means hopefully it will result in lower power bills because it's a dramatic decrease in power consumption. Now, Roku says that this will work on most TVs. There's still maybe some TVs that cannot power this through the USB port. Roku also shrunk the size of it, rounded it off in an attempt to make it look more like a part of your TV, so that it in their words, will be a more beautiful addition when you tape it to the bottom with the sticky pad of your TV or the side, or however you attach it to your TV there. Now, there will still be a Roku Express version sold exclusively at Walmart that will include a point-anywhere Roku voice remote for voice searches, and the fact that you won't need to have it directly lined up with your TV to record, which is a pretty nice addition to the Roku skill set there with the voice searches built in. Now, this is noticeably smaller. As you can see here, it's a tiny little form factor. Roku really crammed a lot into this little device, but they said they did not compromise the performance of the new 2019 Roku Express. So pricing has not changed. Still starts at $29.99 for the line of sight Roku Express, and the Express Plus is still just $39.99. Really nice price point, very aggressive for an HD streaming player. Next up is the Roku Stick Plus HE version, also known as the headphone edition. Now, Roku's Stick Plus is their 4K HDR streaming player in a stick with the improved Wi-Fi experience. That's not changing, but there is now an exclusive Best Buy version that adds the ability to have a headphone jack on your remote. Past that, everything else is the same as the Roku Stick Plus. The best part, the Best Buy version with a headphone jack will be the exact same price as the standard version that you can buy everywhere else without the headphone jack. So really nice to see Roku offering additional features here. Now, all Roku players still work with the Roku app, where you can stream the audio through your phone or tablet's headphone jack when you connect it through the Roku app, or use the Bluetooth audio feature on your phone to go to a Bluetooth device or headset to watch your or listen to your TV through your Roku app there. But if you really want the ability to have a headphone jack in your remote for ease of listening, now with the Roku Stick Plus HE, you have that ability. The next special Roku in the lineup is the Roku Ultra LT. Now, this is more in line with the performance of the 2018 Roku Ultra. It doesn't have the expanded processor or the internal memory, and it doesn't have a USB stick, or the programmable buttons on the remote, but it is $20 cheaper. So if you're somebody who a 30% jump in performance when streaming live TV isn't important, the cheaper Roku Ultra LT may be for you. Now, it is also missing the Find My Remote feature, which I know a lot of people love, but still has the dual band Wi-Fi. It still has an Ethernet port. It still has the very powerful internal processor that the old version had, with the ability to have the headphone jack on it. So you're going to get a very powerful streaming player for just $79.99, which is a pretty nice addition to the Roku lineup, and is great for bargain buyers who want the power but still want to save some money with it. So that's the 2019 Roku player lineup. A few additions missing here. The Roku Premiere Plus has been dropped. All you have is a line of sight one. The Roku Stick, the standard HD version, is no longer going to be coming or be available. The other noticeable difference here is the Roku Express Plus does not include the RCA cables. So if you're looking for a Roku that will allow you to connect it to an older TV, you're going to have to go on Roku.com and buy the older Roku Express there. Roku says they will continue to sell a Roku Express version with RCA cables on their website going forward, so that anybody who really wants a Roku that can support TVs without HDMI ports will have that ability. But this is an impressive lineup with a little bit of something for everybody. Also, Roku's ability to keep all these devices under $100 really helps them stand out from some of the competition when looking for the bargain shoppers. It'll be interesting to see exactly how much faster the Roku Ultra 2019 is. We look forward to getting our hands on it so we can do some side-by-side comparison testing. When we talked to Roku about this before the announcement, Roku was very clear that they are very excited that this will be a noticeably faster Roku Ultra, which is great because the last update to the Roku Ultra really didn't improve the performance with the device. With Apple and Amazon this year coming out with a new, more powerful Fire TV Cube, and Apple's Apple TV lineup, both costing over $100, Roku Ultra to be under $100 with a faster processor and more internal memory than the older Roku Ultra will really help them stand out there. So you'll be able to find links to all this down below. I'll also put a link to our full story with all the details of these streaming players if you're looking for more specs and details than what I talked about here. Check out the show notes down below. If you're new here, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. It really helps us. It lets YouTube know you enjoy what we're doing. Hopefully we can help you get the most out of your Roku experience or whatever cord cutting devices you enjoy to use. Also, we do daily cord cutting news videos where we break down some of the biggest stories Monday through Saturday. And we have other great videos like a weekly cord cutting Q&A live on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays, and random reviews, how-to guides, and more, all here on our YouTube channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. We appreciate your support. We'll be back tomorrow with more cord cutting news, tips, tricks, and reviews.